and it was Dave Connell who reported him because of the behavior he witnessed in the children under Mr. Cuthbert's care. It had nothing to do with PDF activity. The allegations of PDF activity originated from Trevor Vernon, Bill's late cousin, and Thick Shades. It had nothing to do with that originally. From my end, it had to do with defending myself against this endless slander, egged on in part by Rob Reed, the lawyer, who declared that on 15 or 20 odd live streams, oh, yes, this is perfectly legal.
Like Dave Cannell's archive really just blew up everything. And then I finally put it together. What a piece of crap Bill is, and Thicky, both of them.
And thanks to Mike JB for supplying these tiny URLs, because I'd long forgotten those.
Well, yes.
I
know it's a sensitive topic, and I'm sorry to bring it up, but you will recall that Thick Shades doxed you. And I understand that he doxed all of you. I called you up, if you remember at the time, to warn you, hey, Thick Shades doxed you.
Yeah.
What exactly happened when it comes to that? Are you comfortable discussing that?
No, I mean, I can say it. Yeah, it was kind of devastating because we had weird stuff happen to our house. People hacking, and it fried our modems and stuff. There was all sorts of attacks and these break-ins in our modems, and we didn't know what people would be capable of out there. The internet. There's some crazy, scumbags out there that might want to screw with your family and stuff. It was terrible what he did to us. I'll never forget that.
I understand he contacted your landlord. Was that correct?
That's correct. And he left messages on his phone even. And like our landlord was saying, this guy's a crazy nut job. And he's even of the same, persuasion or the same area as Thicky. So like even his own people are thinking he's a whack job. That's how crazy this piece of shit is. Yeah.
The 31st of October 2021, Bill began the entire slander campaign against me. He used the same screenshots that you were shown, which no one can verify. No one knows if I made that, if Bill Cuthbert made that, somebody used AI to make that, if that was someone's sock account, where he alleges I mocked his daughter. That was the catalyst to begin the attacks. This happened for 5 years. There was a lull because I attempted to talk to Bill. Okay, well, this whole thing is not working. Flagging is not working. The guy just won't leave me alone. I got to do something so I can move on with my life, which was, well, let me try talking to Bill. And in 2024, I decided, well, I did not mock his daughter. I know that I did not mock his daughter. He knew that. But if it took for Bill to hear an apology from me, potentially that would be what's required so that we can all move on from this endless conflict that I did not start. Ergo, I go to Bill. This was early 2024. And I state to him in front of his whole family, if I did mock your daughter, which I did not do, but if I did, then I will apologize for that. Later in the year, potentially about this time last year, Andy Jack had a channel that he pulled down, a channel where actually he cleared my name, so the whole campaign was baseless, which he knew was a lie. I have that video on the Super Troll archive. And I left a comment in Andy's comment thread effectively stating, and I believe Dave Connell captured that, stating that basically here are the reasons why maybe someone doesn't want to talk to you. All of a sudden, you'll never guess what happens next. Well, out comes the slander campaign. Out come the videos again. Here comes Brian Davis or GY6 to attack me. The whole campaign kicks off again. Why? Well, because Bill said in public comments, "No apology was insincere." I believe I have that saved somewhere. My hope in 24 was to simply move on with my life. I've had to deal with this now for 5 years. I would just like to move on and not have to deal with this crap anymore. Concurrently, and you've probably seen this stream, and I'm sorry I have to reference it, Andy had been attacking me, claiming that I had mocked his child, when in point of fact, I didn't do that either. And as I've shown on my channel, about a decade ago, he did upload videos of his stillborn son and then tried to weaponize that against me when I indicated that he had done so. Potentially, I might have been a little crude in the way I said it. But the point was, these people do weaponize their kids. I indicated that because that's kind of bizarre. And lo and behold, the attacks begin again. And they've never stopped.
Yeah.
You can own the porn domains like Fix Shades or run around in a panda suit like Bill. And this is fine. But if they decide that they hate you, they will absolutely attack you.